Okie dokie. Make sure I'm up. Baba Booey, Baba Booey. Okay, yes, I'm up. Okie dokie. Hello there, peeps, and welcome to another episode of Danganronpa. We last left off, let me see. Oh yeah, we found out that our poor little friend Sagura got unfortunately killed. So now, our next up is to solve the murder mystery. Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then, the ultimate Martian artist! A locked room murder mystery.
What?
What the? Oh, I just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a panic and you find a dead body. This is just plain creepy.
Well?
And how about the reverse?
Phew.
No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? Frown face.
What?
Oh, he's right, that does make it sad.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Now then, please get on the elevator. Whatever face that is. I'll see you all down there. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean!
I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet, someone killed her. And that person is here. That person is one of us. Hello there, Erica. Welcome to live stream. Hope you enjoy. Come on. It's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator. But with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the door close and felt it began its sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say like it's not your fault. We're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so, the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fix. A deadly class trial. There's really no need to be doing a save, but let's get this over with. Alright, let's set up a skill real quick. Let's see. Increase bullet capacity, effective during the bullet time. I don't think I need that one. Why not? Oh, it costs us 4. That one costs us 3. Well, it looks like I don't really have enough, yeah, it looks like I don't have enough room. Either way, this is fine. Alright, well, let's get on with it.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Oh my.
Whoa! Deja vu!
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Oof. Hina sure really seems that one of the 3 is killer. But she must have some reason for believing in that. Actually, I don't remember her account. I need to read her.
It was one of you.
Here it is. Sakura had written notes to Toko, Byakuya, and Yoshiro, asking them to meet her in the rec room by noon. She had slid these notes underneath each person's room door. Okay, so that's her statement.
You.
All right.
One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
No, that's wrong.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those 3 killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all 3 of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? I don't remember what the pocket trash even was.
The fact that Sakura...
What was the pocket trash? Oh, the pocket trash is the... Yeah, it's the rapper. Yeah.
wanted to meet with all 3 of them? There's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never...
No, that's wrong.
You lie, sir.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
Yes, sir.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the
I'm
wrapper from the
speak
candy I
gaslighting
gave
this entire
Sakura.
shit.
No,
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hina said can't be right. Because Sakura could have only gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is...
I got it!
yeah, because Sakura
I'm
had her
not
own
sure
candy
about
too.
that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was, oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all! I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What would a signing message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. But when Coco found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was... yeah, it was on the magazine
I
shelf.
got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
Bro, up until now, you've been twisting your words and stuff by now. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I think this is the one where I have to copy and move something. He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body. But at that time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
When I pulled it out.
Okay, so yeah, it's one of the
What I
other
said
words.
makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying... When Ogre's body was
Ah, wrong button.
discovered.
Fire.
No, that's wrong. When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then.
Exactly.
Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one. He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, a Venus sausage sounds really
Actually,
good right now.
can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Without a doubt, huh? No, I actually do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Oh, this already so soon?
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. Show me the proof.
This should prove it. I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as
Jakku!
much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
You're admitted to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I
Bet,
got
bro.
Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there,
Rest in peace, muscle mommy. Up in the peace. Actually, we're just gonna fast forward this because it's just a flashback.
So of course I freaked out, and then
Oh wait, I shouldn't have. Dang it, because that was important.
I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
Exactly. So what is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? What he would have had to do after writing the message, it doesn't make sense. Why is the magazine hiding?
I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
Huh?
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then, he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
And there's only one person who could have done that.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room? Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer. And I have to prove that. I have to prove that when my voice is so dry. Yeah.
I didn't want to, but I
Alright,
did it.
real quick. Oops. Almost messed up there. Okay, real quick, so...
I
gonna
grabbed the
think-
Monokuma bottle from the
Okay,
shelf
first thing is
nearby.
status of Sakura's body. Actually, yeah, that's exactly the thing.
And I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered. And she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hero really is the killer!
Hiro hit Sakura, that's for sure. But that doesn't end there. There's something that proves that the wounds on her head.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby. And I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind.
And you only hit...
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle
Ah.
shattered. And
See? Hero really is the killer!
I didn't want to, but I grabbed a Monokuma and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
No, it was the second option. God dang it.
Shoot! I didn't want to, but I grabbed a Monokuma and I hit Ogre from behind.
You hit her from... And you only hit...
Yeah, just once.
No, that's wrong. If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Exactly.
Two?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
Byaku,
But I only
shut
hit her
your
once.
mouth.
How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles.
Very suspicious.
Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
Exactly.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
The correlation between the Monokuma bottles, I feel like it's starting to become clearer. That connection must be... It's the object that the Monokuma figure inside each bottle is holding. Oh god, I forgot what the piece is. Ugh. We just saw the image too. Oh yeah, chess piece. That's what that one is. Chess. Double S? Yeah, chess. Come on, give me another S, please. Thank you. Ah, I needed that S. Let's fast forward. Wait, piece, P. Oh wait, no, another E. What am I doing?
Now I understand. That's it! The chess pieces! Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was... the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Wait, then the bottle that was missing... It was excited. No, that bottle that's missing... It has to be broken.
The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
It wasn't just a single bottle broken, and the evidence that proves that is... Yoko and I figured it out before. Yeah, it's the scaling, the weight of it. There we go.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is... there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime.
Yes.
But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There could be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by...
I got it!
Second
The
attacker.
bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, Fine, let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room. Pretty soon,
Sure about that?
Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Bro,
Could
how
someone
can
tighten
you?
the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
For real, dude.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa, why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
Yeah, huh? No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. And I have it. She left it there for everyone to find it. A new element. Yes, please, because I don't remember this. So far, you've probably been pressing the triangle button during the final strike without a second thought. But for now, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you have to choose the proper truth bullet to use. Okay. I remember this part, yeah.
It's a lie. I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough!
This should prove it. Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Says the
Then
guy
you
who admitted he
killed
was
Sakura.
a killer.
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again?
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura? After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around,
Turn around.
There was Sakura, covered in blood, and staring right at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Haha, guess who's back?
It was your fault after all!
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Oh boy.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
What the fuck?
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Cause normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack no problem!
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's... you know... But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good? Keep talking like that and Hina's
Well
gonna...
That's that. Let's start the vote.
Yeah? I thought for sure you have some words for Hiro on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd? Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it. Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Rude.
Your wish is my command, darling.
God, don't do that in my ear. Don't.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
So if the second shot from Toka is what killed Sakura, then where did Sakura die? It was...
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura
oh, yeah.
was right there in front of me.
Wait, status? I pushed the wrong button again. She was found in a chair. That's right, that's right.
I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you smashed her.
You got it!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No, that's wrong. We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
Oh, shall we, sir? It was the blood. No, wait. Oh yeah, it was the pieces. Oh no, the blood stain. That's right, the blood stain.
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But...
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Exactly.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Huh. So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
The reason there's no way Toko was hiding in the locker is because wait. Yeah, I saw it for myself.
Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Could we really be missing something so important? There's another possible explanation. Maybe it's a powder. A freaking powder. Yes.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Oh, what?
Shoot!
Did I miss something?
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill...
Oh, wait a minute. What does the file say?
Jill's attack? Then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What was it that killed her? If it wasn't from Jenna, then what was it?
There's no other that killed Sakura. I can't think of anything.
No, that's wrong. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned?
Girl, you need to calm the hell
It
down.
isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
The bottle of poison Byakuya just it was on the same shelf as this I forgot. I want to say Section A.
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Yeah, because Section A had all the vitamins.
But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Huh? Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do is stand there and watch. But as if it was the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Good old-fashioned protein. Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which means the conversely the poison must have been in. Could it be? Shoot, this is actually a big one. Oh, I know it. Girl. Oh. Ah.
Now I understand. The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can.
Corruption.
Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene. Oh no, not a cup filled with water. No.
Shoot.
A Monokuna bottle. What? Ah! Okay, protein
I
drink.
got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
The evidence that shows who switched them. It has to be... It must be what we found in front of the shelf. The footprint. Right here.
I got it! The footprints left behind in
Protein.
front of the shelf.
Good old protein.
That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind.
Protein.
And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then, Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers, huh? The only people who wear sneakers are... Well...
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really... kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then...
Hold it! I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well... that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison, then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true, isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
I mean, the answer is clearly there.
First I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section A.
No, that's wrong. You said you went to get the poison from Section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
Look!
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well...
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Well... You see...
What the? What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
What?
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this. It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
It's from the rec room
got
window.
it. It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Hina told us, the bottle that broke was section C. No? Oh no, she put the bottle of poison in. So yeah, it's in A. It's in A. Yeah, that's right.
what's...
No, don't.
Shoot!
There we go.
I got it! The bottle
not what I
of
meant
poison
to
was
pick
left
it
on the
off.
shelf in the chem lab.
Oh,
That
God.
is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
Indeed.
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Loaded question.
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here.
Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Jesus. Girl's getting hysterically mad.
When it comes to that protein can,
Real quick, empty. What is it? Here, had a load of reading. Discharge the dust and go out the window. Yeah.
there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible! It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be! It was in there before the rec room was unlocked!
When the locked room was unlocked, in other words, when I broke the window. Section 2 and that.
When it comes to that protein pan, there's not a doubt in my mind.
Wait, chem lab shelf. What? On the chem lab shelf, there was a bottle of poison made less than. Oh, I see it now.
Until the locked room was unlocked.
It absolutely.
So you're someone plant?
No. It had to have been in there. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Oh?
Shoot!
When it comes to that protein pan, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible! It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Shoot! Let's just do this over again, cause yo.
I refuse to give up yet!
That has to do with the empty bottle then.
When it comes to that protein pan, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible! It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was...
No, that's wrong!
Yeah, I should have gone with my gut on that one. I don't know why.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already! Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
And this is where the heartbreaking truth comes out already.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took—
This should prove it.
The fact that she had some on her shoes.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing. Which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that kills Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison. The unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because of course.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were. You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! 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 I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is actually... No. You're right. We have to end this.
What happened there? The auto skip just... Oh, man. Yeah, here goes the hard, man. This entire event is so heartbreaking. Like, good God. It low-key is. It's very upsetting what happened to her, man. But I mean, then again, it's all because of Monokuma. Monokuma is twisting everything to a point where it's just utter chaos, really. I think I picked the wrong one. Hold on a second. Need to flip this one. No, I need to flip. Oh god. See, this is what I hate. There's two of them that are so similar. I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that. Yeah. Magazine on the shelf. That's when we discovered it. We broke in. That's when our little buddy of ours decided to pocket the bottle, and then in the end, swapped it out. That's what I hate about these two pictures. It doesn't indicate which one did what. Okay. Maybe it's this one. And then she took a sneak peek at, yeah, because she's nervous, so she would have taken the sneak peek out and then came out the locker.
The killer is you! This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
Oh, what? Well, wait a minute, wait, what? What? Oh wait, maybe this is a sign of like invitation to the rec room.
Here's exactly what happened. This case began when Sakura asked a...
Yo, wait, what? Wait, what? Oh wait, I forgot Byakuya was invited. I forgot he was invited.
The killer is you!
I'm so dumb.
Specifically,
I
those
completely
people were
forgot
Hiro,
he was invited.
Toko, and Byakuya.
You were such an asshole this
But
entire
one of them
round. I
headed out a
completely
bit earlier
forgot.
than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her.
Naughty,
But of
naughty.
course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura. And she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Because you're too cocky, bro.
Oh,
That's why.
well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
God dang it. Just seeing that C hurts me.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you
Do
don't
it.
want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Okay. My entire existence!
Sorry, I had to look away for a split second. Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't
Come on.
understand. Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come out to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
Cause she's heartbroken, bruh. Don't you get what's going on?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why.
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our own sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes.
What?
Are you serious? That's...
What is this?
You still don't understand. Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead, can't read. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hands. That's... I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault, after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me,
I can't forgive this!
my closest friend got hurt. Sakura, because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But...
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you,
Hina.
please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet,
Why?
and yet, you trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, this was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was? Seeing you act like that? That what her sword side note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
Hina, you came. Wait right there, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
Could I ask you to... Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized I saw that someone had taken something from the poisonous shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please!
Let me in. Please open the door.
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it. And that's just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina. We killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out in the end. I wasn't able to do anything for her. I couldn't even face her after this.
Hey! Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt when you're about to deliver the finer tearjerker, but
Hey!
it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course, I know what she was thinking. Because her and me,
In other words,
well, what I'm really trying to say is,
yes, indeed.
don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
Ooh, what is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. Well, but Hina already.
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
What? Then
Huh?
you lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I liven things up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. I didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little...
Damn it.
I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything.
Pung, pung.
Did I falsely evidence that I affected the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around.
Phew.
Heck, even if a will had factored in, it still wouldn't have been between you guys.
Shing.
So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene?
And?
So then. Oh shit, I was using the wrong words. So then, when did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my medical, angelical, hammer narrator voice.
Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note with you killing yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of the story. The truth is lost in the dark. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, jeez. Talk about a buzzkill, am I right? Here we go. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in the strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would have moved forward. But when neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart. the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. So that's why.
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic? Or just moronic?
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot Hina smacked the shit out of Byakuya.
Which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicions, disharmony. The Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the Mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the Mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anymore. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting? To protect us?
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
it was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry. But please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Koko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I want you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though I hope to show myself through actions and not words, hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But...
This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her mending was like totally pointless.
Uh-oh.
She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other. But you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of her misplaced hatred. Our misplaced hatred.
Well?
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either.
Ooh.
What? Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one we need to destroy is you. Nobody else.
What? What do you want?
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go.
How strange.
But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that.
Phew!
Oh, lovely Byakuya. You understand? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I'm bowing out of the game.
Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of their king. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What?
What's going on here? Now, I have only one thing to look forward to.
It's all clear now.
And that is to heap the harsh possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does that mean? Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking. Whenever Master goes, I go. And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone.
Hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning? How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time?
Hmm.
Anyways, let's forget about that good for nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to punish you guys?
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time.
What?
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna...
But...
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, heavens no. Just because the Blacken is dead doesn't mean I could just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I am very peculiar about the fair times one rule.
Listen up.
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste.
Yahoo!
So, for my special punishment, I prepared a special guest. A special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Chihiro, no, not again. You.
Oh no!
You suck, man. You totally turned him into a mangled hunk of junk.
Phew.
That really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grilled chicken's where it's at. And I'm all about that grilled goodness. Fried, boiled? Give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence. Grilled is where it's at.
So,
I guess I should recap on this then. I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this.
but...
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
But still...
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay.
I'm gonna do my best.
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. That anger turned to a fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing, and shot it out of my mouth. How dare you? That was our friend. How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Oh, shut the hell up. It wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend. And you killed him. Is that what you call anism? Where a soul dwells within all things? Even like laptops? Well, you call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So, you finally noticed him.
Actually...
Finally? No. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I know you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all gonna play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take that plunge?
Yep.
Well, I mean, the data in that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you.
Phew.
Or maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult?
Hey,
So of course I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal. So I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we all can get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
Very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Holy moly, you're like super mad. Like just unreasonably upset.
Well?
Okay, time to bring this to a close. Oh, but before that,
Uh-huh.
I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yep, there's still a bit more left of Sakura's note.
Huh?
Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go.
Hello.
Prepare your ears for the dilute tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully, it will act as a clue to help you unveil the mystery of this school. What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here. And so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy! That was a close one. Another word and we would have been deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today.
What?
What? You can't stop at the most important bit. It makes your brain rumble and tremble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even freaking know, huh?
You guys?
That's the whole point, stupid. Is to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. Like I ever let any of you greaseballs have it. But...
Too bad.
Sucks for you, losers.
Hmm?
Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard. No matter what. And that's seriously it. Wow. What a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die? She'll fight you? Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try and get some rest, you know? And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach the school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the rest of the outside world? Think about that. Think long, think hard. Those were his parting ways to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message? Her last clue to help us solve the mystery of this school? The mastermind did something to us. Yoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celestial's trial was over.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
Who what?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind put a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off and the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo!
So the class trial's over and Makuno is gone.
But
So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than to head back up?
uh, um
Yeah. Okay. Let's get over here. Let's get out of here. But I Hina must still feel responsible. Hmm. Dial back to that ego a bit, girl. That kind of mystery someone like you can pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge.
eh.
What are you talking about? Yoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry.
Hm.
How many times do you plan on to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need some apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then I'll try. That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No, 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 no!
I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master. What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right. I called you a sleazeball because you are a sleazeball.
I see.
Apparently, you still have a death wish.
Ah.
Ugh. More biting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends.
No, 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 no!
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse. Give and take me. Oh my god, I swear. The entire series, like these two's like whatever friendship slash romance slash usage, whatever the hell's going on between these two is just freaking amazing. I love it. I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. Yeah, Byakuya. Byakuya is kind of a stick up, but the thing is, you learn more later on throughout the series about the guy. And so, Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night stuck up on us. Oh, voice crack.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Nighttime descends and pulled me down along with it. Down into. I couldn't remember the last time I had fallen to such a deep sleep, but the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Wake up. Huh? The voice dragged me from deep slumber into hazed half consciousness. My eyelids were like lead.
Kyoko?
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door, it was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked? Are you sure?
Hey,
Anyways, and you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. What time is it?
correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask. What's your favor?
So,
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not going to just lie down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered, the data center on the 4th floor. What?
goodbye.
I'll meet you there. Without another word, she was gone. What the? Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center. I thought it was locked. Oh, is it, my boy? I made my way into the after hour school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. Eventually, I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived, Yoko's not here. That's weird. She says she'd meet me here. She may be inside already? I put my hand to the door and with a certain amount of force, it didn't open. I tried again, but it must be locked. What was it Yoko said? The data center on the 4th floor.
What's this?
Oh, what are you doing up, mister?
Damn it!
Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know? Oh, well, You're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right? But
Hey!
I can't see that, you dolt. Don't waste my time telling me crap I can't see for myself.
Unbelievable.
It looked like you might have break in any second. So I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or are you gonna try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something? No, nothing like that. It's 3 o'clock in the morning for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know? Stop being weird and go back to bed. What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko!
You too?
Now you two.
You guys?
Whatever. The two of you just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto. Let's head back. What?
Hey,
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
shall we go?
Don't worry about it. Let's just go. Okay. Yeah. Go on and get out of here. Shoot. So we left and went back to our rooms. And then...
Goodbye.
So, goodbye. Oh, hold on. Listen, what was all that about just now? She woke me up, made me go to the data center, which just so happened to be locked. And then she showed up late and we leave without checking a single thing. What was the point of all of that?
Whew.
Don't worry about it. I figured that would be the end of the conversation, just like always. But,
Goodbye.
well then, good night. Sure. And then, that was over. But as I turned to leave...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
What? Kyoko was right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Da, da, da. Question mark? Okay, that's just fucked up. You received the altar lamp present. That's fucked up right there. God, that's so messed up.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
What?
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Yoko told me to watch out for her. Mikuro Ikusaki. I can't even say the name right. That was 3 days before the next incident. 3 days before we were be faced with another murderer. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. A 100-mile dash. Pain of a junk food junkie. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall. So, let's begin the usual post-trial investigation.
Huh?
Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never just straight up to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Oh, jeez. How high is that horse of yours?
Well?
He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder.
In the name of my family.
And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them.
Huh?
Hey Toko, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. I'm gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom.
What's your deal?
She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open the mouth without permission. What? But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care.
How about that?
And you're okay with that, Toko? Jeez. How low is that rock you're hiding under?
Whew.
I believe this is just a small talk Byakuya warned us against.
Come on.
And yet, I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again.
Let's go.
We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs. Persuaded by an obstinate ear of Byakuya. The fuck is someone knocking on our door? What was that? Well, whatever, they're gone now. Pressured by an ominous irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration. Alright, because now we gotta head to the upper area. But first things first, I think... No? Oh, well. I'm gonna just teleport all the way up there, because that's gonna be a long walk. There we go. Where's that staircase? Ah, there it is. So here I am on the 5th floor of Hope Peaks Academy. The 5th floor has opened up to us, and it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up until now. And for some reason, it feels unpleasant. Yeah. I remember this place now. I can't remember which classroom it is. I just remember I had to visit all the classrooms. Oh, hey Toko. Oh yeah, I forgot she can't talk. Toko, what's wrong? Is she trying to say something? I think she's almost just a little more and I might get it. I'm sorry, but I have no idea what it is you're trying to tell me. She just let her shoulders drop. She looks so sad. I guess she gave up. Ah! Hey, Hannah. This floor feels different compared to all the other floors. I'm not sure what it is. Is there some reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. Oh, but it is. And I actually think it's this one. Yep, it's this one. What the hell is this? The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled, it was so sour, pungent, impossible rank.
I see.
Smells awful, doesn't it? It must be the last vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair shares of corpses. Are you saying it's the smell of death? Their flesh and fat and blood. There is no surprise in his words, no shock. But he was right. I had experienced this smell more than once before. It was a smell of death and despair. But the smell here is strong, condensed. It's the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have.
Hey, come on now.
What? My fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me. If you haven't done what you did, this never would have happened.
Unbelievable.
No. It's quite the opposite. The opposite?
Now then.
Yep. Let me give you an itty-bitty, squeegee little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it. What?
Yes, indeed.
How that's for a hint. Better than those stupid hints you give the NPCs in the means of old RPGs.
Uh-oh.
But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk. Of course, even the outside world, people die bloody, gruesome deaths every day.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier. What's he talking about? He just left it the way he found it? What's the meaning of all of this? Yeah. I forgot what the true meaning behind this room is. I know there's like a whole deeper thing behind this room. No matter where surveillance. Oh, that's not what I want to look at. I was trying to look at the thing behind it. Oh, never mind. I guess I can. There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a catastrophe. It appears all the bloodstains are dry, and the color has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume that these stains are considerably old. This is all real blood? Of course I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened to this past? Okay. There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on a detective show and stuff like that. You always see it at a scene of a murder. I wish I could say I didn't believe it. Alright, we out of here, Byakuya. Peace. Alright, next please. Oh god. It's locked. We came all this way just to be denied here. Its sign in the hallway says Biolab. Biolab. That we're forbidden from seeing into. It kind of sounds like out of an old cheesy horror movie. Right? Oh, that's right, because we're missing the big picture. I forgot. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, Hina, you scared the shit out of me. I was not excited for that. Oh, goddamn, my heart. Oh no, is my game glitching? There's supposed to be like, I think, a big old blue fake sky here. Oh boy. What Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean? Yeah. Kyoko? I'm not gonna say anything. Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze darted up at the surveillance camera.
Hey.
You understand why, right? She was trying to tell me whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find that. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
So then...
We're finished here. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. And just like usual, I don't understand anything about the... Alright, we're just gonna fast forward this part, because, yeah. There's supposed to be something here, and there's stuff and things. I'm getting a lot of coins, what the hell? Okay, I think I'm done here. Alright, so after here... Oh god, this case. Oh boy. If I remember correctly, I think this is the case. So I'm gonna tell everybody who's watching right now, make sure you guys use the restroom break, or, you know, matter of fact, I need to use the restroom break. But make sure you have you guys yourself a snack or something, because if I remember correctly, this murder case is like forever long. So make sure you have some snacks or something, because yeah, this is gonna be a long one. Hey Hero, how you doing, buddy?
Yo!
As I thought, I saw blue skies, but turns out they just painted the walls on the ceiling.
You know?
Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. It helps me relax.
What the heck?
That's not what you're thinking, is it? Why is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface. Beneath their calm exterior. They're always watching and waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore,
the end is nigh!
They'll put their plan for global human extinction into action.
Well?
I'm serious. Just stare at him. Alright. I'm gonna just fast forward this part here, because this is the long part also. It's just the whole exploration of everything. So I'm gonna just fast forward this little exploration area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chickens. Just to be sure, I should take a look in that tool shed. This place seems totally disorganized, from a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. And leaning against the back wall, is that a pickaxe? There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? I'm trying to specifically look at this back here. There we go. Huh? There's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond? I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. Oh, do you now? Alright, let's fast forward all this stuff.
Watch out!
Pretty much what he said right now was that that flower is real and that it would eat us and do stuff. Alright. I guess I've seen what there is to see up here for now. But once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall. And before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just the 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball game.
Just a second.
Or team. Hey, don't be a sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, if one more person dies, we can still field a basketball team.
Hey.
That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we lost, we have to do our best. Can't we stop all this group hugging nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. Alright, Byakuya, what did you find, bro? By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no. Strange is a massive understatement. The smell of flesh and fat and blood. The white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far.
What?
What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Everybody's smell concentrated.
Huh?
God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it. But I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
So, in other words,
I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there? Stop, seriously, I'm gonna throw up.
It can't be.
Perhaps that was meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history? Huh? You're thinking the same thing. Then, my theory is the mass murder that took place in the room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. That awful scene in that room, that was the tragedy that happened a year ago?
in other words,
Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope Peaks Academy. If that's true,
it's all clear now.
that would explain why Hope's Peaks was forced to close its doors.
Hey.
I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's all just so awful. Not just awful, super awful. They're right. It's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless. But still, how is it not one of us ever heard about something like that happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up? Hey, Hina.
Yeah.
I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. There used to be the kind of be Sakura's job, but anyways, no dice. There were metal plates on all the windows just like everywhere else.
Correct.
Which mean no chance of escaping on the 5th floor either.
So,
But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school. What exactly did you notice about the layout of the school?
Just a second.
You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto? Why do you ask?
So then,
Because if you did, you must have noticed the 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has. Something on the other floors, but not on the 5th floor? Oh, are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
correct.
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of this school. All that's left here to unsolve the underling mystery.
But
that's the hardest part.
okay.
Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it. Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay as long as we work together. I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, not. I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes. Hey, hero. Anything to add?
know?
Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're gonna say about a tool shed. Yeah, let's just fast forward to all this flower talk and stuff.
You know?
Fast forward, thank you. Alright, now to the point. You noticed it too, huh? That pickaxe.
What?
Huh? What about the pickaxe? Well, there was a pickaxe in the tool shed, and the words Crazy Diamond have been carved into the handle. Haven't we seen that phrase somewhere before? Crazy Diamond. That does sound kind of familiar, I think.
It's true.
I don't just think, I know. We definitely seen that phrase somewhere before. Huh? Where? Ah, that's it, I remember. It was on Mondo's uniform on the back of his jacket. His jacket and said the same thing, right? Crazy Diamond.
I see.
You're absolutely right. But why would that be on a pickaxe in the garden?
Could it be?
Mono must have snuck in there and done it, right?
Not possible.
But we didn't have access to the garden until today.
That's right.
Then maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here and Monokuma confiscated it? Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed. The pickaxe connected to Mondo. Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Huh? Then what did?
Yo!
What I noticed was the lawnmower. I'm thinking maybe we can use it to call for help.
Huh?
How are you gonna call for help with a lawnmower?
What the heck?
I don't know, maybe I can use it to make top circles or something. Yeah, that's right, I'm gonna make a crop circle.
Well?
Oh boy, this guy. And we just use those to call for help. What the heck happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know?
You know?
Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm disappointed in you now than I've ever been. Miss Toko, are you finally gonna talk to us? Hey Bianca, it seems like Toko wanted to say something.
What?
So, why are you telling me?
Hey.
Well, because you told her to zip it or whatever. I'd forgotten about that.
Huh?
Jesus, man. I know you're like torturing her, but come on. Well, Toko, if you want to elope us all in your putrid breath, I won't stop you. Oh boy. You honor me, master. And don't worry, I took care of the odor problem. Seriously, you're just gonna take it? Shut up! And don't interrupt when Master and me are talking. Okay, so what did you want to tell us? Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor and something caught my attention. It was this. A knife? Whoa! That thing is huge. It's like Rambo size.
What?
It's a survival knife of some type. But what was it doing in a classroom?
Well,
How could I know?
Very suspicious.
What are you gonna use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us? I'm not gonna do anything. I just picked it up. I don't want to leave a knife just laying around.
How about that?
I'd rather have it laying around than in the hands of a serial killer. Don't compare me to her. I'm nothing like her. Listen, more important, now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it?
You know?
We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what might she do.
What's your problem?
I don't want it anyway, it's too dangerous. So what to do?
So then,
Why don't you hang on to her, Makoto? Me? Yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it.
okay.
Then that's that. Hold on, don't I get a say?
It's all clear now.
It just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they asked. Are you sure it's trust? I feel like they're just gonna use me. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. They're acting like I already said yes. Fine. I guess there's something I could do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko? Do I still have bad breath? Sorry. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You made a valuable discovery. Good job. Did Master just praise me? Hey, good for you. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. That I would never experience such a dream. I'm not saying anything there, that's for damn sure. Yeah, nope. Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel bad. Alright, Byakuya. We all talked, now what? Oh shit, okay, yeah. I talked to everybody, didn't I?
Hey.
Oh yeah, my concern is with the biolab. That's what they'll place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access. A biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
Could it be?
If there were like a cherry horror game, it'd be some kind of creature, the final boss, or tyrant, or...
But...
We're not in a horror game, though. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about us saying that it's understood, no matter how much you think about it.
Naturally.
Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently.
Well...
I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right.
What?
No, how I said it. How I said it is right too. Wow. Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now. So, now what do? Well, starting today, you are under my command. But before we proceed, I need to figure something out.
No way.
Just how cocky can you be? You're gonna bust through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger. So, what is it you want to figure out? Kyoko's identity. Huh?
Well...
Kyoko's identity. But Kyoko is Kyoko, right? Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for having been selected to attend Hope's Peaks Academy. Hina's the ultimate swimming pro. Hero's the ultimate... I can't still pronounce it as Chevrolet. Even Mikoto is the ultimate lucky student. More unlucky than lucky these days, but... So what about Kyoko? Can anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she never told us. Well, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right? It don't matter of what she's like or doesn't like. This is a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who is unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicions. So, Kyoko, it's time you told us. I can't. What? Why won't you tell us?
Wrong.
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What the heck?
What do you mean?
So...
Because I don't remember. What? I have no memory of what I am. You have no memory? You mean... amnesia?
What?
If I thought you had a sense of humor, I say you were joking. But if this is a joke, I'm not laughing.
This is very suspicious.
You can't be serious right now, can you? I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything.
However...
But it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
What?
So you have no intention of telling us? Then I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Hey.
What are you gonna do? Torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that.
It's all clear now.
I must simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options.
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. But if she gives you her room key,
Huh?
she can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking a school regulation. And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself. Just hold on. A threat like that?
That's fine.
Fine. I understand.
Hmm.
Good. You're finally in the mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and held out her room key to him.
It can't be.
You damn fool. Why do you refuse to talk?
Because
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I could do is keep telling you that.
So,
Maybe she really did lose her memory.
Uh, um...
If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever. We only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in.
however,
The worst school, where only the worst thing happens. You really mean that?
Huh?
hey,
Can you really be sure that life has been filled with only the worst things? What do you mean? Perhaps I've said too much. Kyoko then turned her back on us and without a word began to walk away.
Come on.
Where do you think you're going?
goodbye.
Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room. But how is that possible? There's no door.
What the heck?
It's a gate. Actually, no, the door is always open 24/7. It's not even closed. What's her deal?
but...
I think you went too far, taking her room key like that. For her, that wasn't far enough. Oh my god. Or maybe she gets off on the intention. I can't believe her, enjoying getting yelled at.
Stop talking.
You're getting nosy again, Toko.
Come on.
Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of you breathing or your heart beating. It grits on me.
Hey.
Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel, but what Coco's gonna do now? Plus the situation, it's just like before. It's no different when everyone started accusing Sakura, and I'm no different either. I still can't stop anyone.
What?
What the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden?
Cause, I mean...
Cause look. Dude's just sitting there chilling like, what's up?
What?
It's you. How long have you been standing there? I'm very...
Now I'm really angry!
Huh?
Angry at what? At the thief. Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to have to tell you there's a thief in your abuse.
Huh?
What?
Hey!
My precious. They stole it. Your precious?
Your teacher had such faith in you, and this is how you repay me? With betrayal?
Reality is filled with such more hardship, is it not? No wonder people run away into their fantasies. But what the heck is your precious? Shut up. I hope all of you get stuck in a hiring freezing and die pennilessly on the street.
What the heck?
And he's gone. The heck was that all about?
So,
He says something about his precious getting stolen. Does anyone have an idea what that might be? It's likely he has something to do with Kyoko. Huh? Who else other than her would be willing and able to steal something from Monokuma? Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? But if that's true, what was it? And why was she doing that? Nighttime. Uh-oh. We need to get out of here.
You know?
We can't talk about this more. We can talk about this more tomorrow. And about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precaution tonight. Stay in your rooms, don't go wandering around.
Well...
Not like we need you to tell us that.
Goodbye.
Well then, let's dispense. I'll see you all tomorrow. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. Ah, that's right. I need to put away the knife that I got from Toko. I think the safest place for it will be my desk drawer. But anyway, is Kyoko really gonna be okay? She can't get into her room. What is she gonna do? Is there something I can do? Something I can... Nighttime. Oh, ding dong the bing bong. Did I hear the doorbell? Yes, sir. Kyoko?
Hey,
I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room. See you there. Hey, wait, Kyoko! Without acknowledging me, Kyoko disappeared into the depths of a darkened hallway. I know we're not supposed to go out during nighttime, but... I can't just not go. Hey, Kyoko,
Hey.
what's up? Sorry for asking you to meet me so late. It's okay, I'm used to it.
correct.
Indeed.
So then,
Well then, let me get straight to the point. It's something you can't talk about in front of the surveillance cameras, right? So does this have something to do with whatever it is you stole from Monokuma? Monokuma's told us earlier that someone had stolen something from him. Was it you?
indeed.
That's right. So I was right. But what did you steal?
So,
I stole this. A key? But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. Where did you get this?
so...
From the headmaster's room. What? You snuck into the headmaster's room? But wasn't it locked?
However...
The lock was broken. What?
Correct.
It was Sakura. She did it for us. She did?
Indeed.
Remember when she said in her note, I'm not going to just lie down and die. I will fight you. So, Sakura broke into the headmaster's room for us.
That's right.
That's right. So that we could uncover whatever secrets may lay hidden within. She did that for us. She violated the school's regulations to help us. She already decided to die, so her last act was to defy the rules of this place.
Indeed.
I noticed the room was open after the past trial was over yesterday. But if I had just strolled into the room, Monokuma would have noticed right away, which is why I used you as a decoy. So you asked me to meet you at the data center in order
Correct.
to... I wanted you to draw Monokuma's attention. I took the opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room, and as a result, I found this key. Wow. Then, what you told me about yesterday, did that come from the headmaster's room too? Yeah, Mikuro Uzumaki, yeah. Did you find out about the Mikuro Uzumaki while you were in there?
Indeed.
I did. Find a file in the headmaster's room that talked about her, yes. I don't know all the details yet, but one thing I do know is that Mikuro Ikusapi is dangerous. Dangerous?
In other words...
She may very well be the mastermind. Mastermind? But didn't Otohiko say the mastermind was probably
Wrong.
No, the head mastermind isn't the mastermind, I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt that I'm right. To make such a strong statement without proof, it's not like you, Kyoko, at all. But if it isn't the master, if it isn't the headmaster, does that mean Makuro really could be the mastermind? Anyway, this key is the one big opportunity we've been waiting for to get our hands on. Now that we grasp it, we can't let it go, can we? Sure, but I mean, what's this key even unlock?
So...
I don't know yet, which is why I need you to draw Mother Kuma's attention again while I go. Wait, so you're planning on sneaking back in again? You can't. That's way too dangerous. And you want me to draw his attention? But we don't actually know there's just one mastermind, right? If there's more than one person watching us...
Is that right?
But they didn't catch us last night, right? Maybe we got lucky. Or maybe the mastermind couldn't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Like I said, we didn't get caught last night. But as you said, maybe it was pure luck. Which is why we're going to run the experiment one more time. And if we're successful again, then what may have just been a lucky guess will be proven true. As Kyoko talked, she claimed the correct way, and collective as ever. I couldn't help but just stand there and listen. If it's true that the mastermind can't watch us and control Monokuma at the same time, then there would have to be a period of time where the mastermind is vulnerable. What we need to do is find out for sure if it's actually true, and if we can exploit it. Maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is just too high. When I think what might have happened if we failed.
Why is that?
I don't think you need to worry all that much. After all, with minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. No restrictions have been placed on our efforts to solve the mystery. Am I wrong? Even when I took the key, I didn't break any rules as far as I can tell. But if the mastermind decides to do something, all the rules in the world wouldn't matter. He could just kill us all without a second thought. I see. In that case, if the plan fails, we'll be able to provide or dispose that hypothesis. What?
Correct.
In a moment of crisis, would the mastermind break their own rules, or adhere to them no matter what?
In other words,
we gain something whether we succeed or not. Now, there's no reason not to do it, right? But
if you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey.
Am I wrong? At that moment, I finally realized I have never seen the slightest hint of fear or despair in Kyoko's eyes. Her gaze was firmly fixated on the mystery ahead. The enemy started before us, and with that in view, she just smiled. I can't change how I feel, and wouldn't if I could. Then Kyoko took something from her coat pocket and handed it out to me. Huh? What's this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. If something happens?
However,
I'm not planning on dying, but there's always a chance of it, and a death without meaning is unappealing.
Hey.
Please, I want you to hold on to it for me. Fine, I'll hold on to it, just because you asked me to. But I'm not giving it back at some point. You can be sure of that.
Indeed.
I'm going to give it back to you at some point. Yes, of course.
Hey.
Oh, and one more thing. You can't tell anyone else about what I've discovered. Sure, because then there's a chance the mastermind might find out, right?
Indeed.
Well, there's that too. You mean there's something else?
Well...
It's nothing. Forget I said anything. I can't just forget that easily.
So then...
Okay then. Shall we begin?
Makoto.
I'm counting on you, Makoto. I just have to get Monokuma's attention, right? Well, I'll give it my best shot.
Goodbye.
I'm going on ahead. The rest is up to you. Her goodbye was no different from any other, and like every other time, she moved at the brisk pace as she left. Wait, wasn't like every other time. Was this sudden knot I felt in my stomach as I watched her walk away? No, everything's gonna be fine. I know it. Because it's Kyoko. Talking to myself helped shake off some of my anxiety, and then I got to work. Okay, let's do this. Hey Monokuma, you can see me, right? Get out of here. I got a bone to pick with you. Then a few moments later,
Monokuma appears!
well, well, this is a surprise. You being the one to call me out?
Hey, hey!
Hey, by the way. Huh?
Most suspicious.
What were you and Kyoko up to? Going to the bathhouse? Oh, just the two of you. In the middle of the night? Definitely a hot and steamy moment, wouldn't you say? So warm and wet, so wet and warm. I bet you guys removed to cover our local and international censorship laws. All over her, didn't you? Not gonna talk, huh? Sure, I get it. Well, whatever. Unlike you, I have absolutely no interest in late night bath scenes. Because I like to maintain a healthy life of observation, far away from the X-rated exploits. Oh, so this is why there's no surveillance cameras in the bathhouse.
Wow.
Bullseye. Or is it maybe because the lens get all fogged up and you can't see anything anyway? Sounds like that's the bullseye to me.
You need something?
Anyway, you went to all that trouble to get me out here. Now, what do you want? Oh, well, there's just something I wanted to confirm with you.
Say what?
Whether I'm made molasses or a Dudafilla.
Actually,
But in the Bear Kingdom, there is no male or female. Actually, there is.
What?
Seriously?
My
Then
entire
what am I?
existence! This is kind of depressing.
That's enough. I'll get stuck if I think about it too much. So what do you really want to ask me? Well, you told us earlier that your precious had been stolen. What's this precious of yours?
What are you thinking?
Listen, I'm sure this is a silly question. No way it's possible at all, but... Is that seriously what you dragged me out here to ask me?
Unbelievable.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be 100 megaton freaking kidding me. You're not gonna ask something useful like how to get the best honey or urinoso breeding tips? This is just crazy. Are all pubescent T-boys as nutty as you?
What the heck?
God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and... that's it. What was that second thing? It's a blank, stupid. A secret. Fill it in yourself. Making my tragedy all the way out here for that. I like to see what's going on in that brain of yours. And the next time you settle me for something so stupid, I'll open your skull and find out. Dropping more than a few swear words, Monokuma stormed off. Oof. I hope I kept him distracted long enough. Now all I could do is wait, and hope Kyoko makes it out okay. Nah, she'll be fine. It's Kyoko after all. I'm sure she's fine. Right? I went back to my room and laid down, doing my best to settle my nerves and go back to sleep.
Monokuma Theater, brought to you by Spike Toonsoft Company Limited.
Wait, what? The super stylish and super fashionable game is created by Spike Toonsoft. Then we gotta buy
Then
it
you
now.
guys have to recommend it to your friends, too.
Yeah, I've been doing that, but no one likes them. Good. Actually, real quick, I wanna see something. And here is the survival knife that. Okay. But how do you know, sir? Is it still there? Maybe Monokuma saw you and took it. Oh, there are doors on this place. Then why? Never mind. Too many questions, so little time.
What?
You're 1 minute late, Makoto. How do you explain this? Sorry, I'm not feeling so great today.
What's your problem?
You really think a tired excuse like that is gonna work? Huh? Are you allowed to talk again? I don't recall giving you permission. I just thought, since a day had passed, I had maybe rest. Sorry, please don't hate me. Whatever my punishment is, I'll accept it. I'll hang a sign from my neck that says bad girl. I'll clean your bathroom with my toothbrush. If you stop making disgusting comments like that, maybe I can forgive you. Thank you. I won't make any more disgusting comments, I promise. If I do, you can stuff my mouth full of trash. Goddamn, girl. Oh boy. We're just gonna skip that sentence. It's no use. She's disgusting to the bone.
So,
Anyway, where's Kyoko? I haven't seen her this morning.
Could it be?
Not cool. This is worse than being late for lunch for a date for your wedding or anything. Maybe she's mad about what happened yesterday and she's not gonna show up anymore? I can't tell the others why Kyoko might not be here. The best thing to do right now is just to keep quiet.
Very strange.
Whatever her reason, I'm curious to know what she is doing. I know she's not in her room, so...
You know?
Oh yeah, she still have her key, right?
What's
You
this?
should still have her key. Are you looking for Miss Kitty Girl?
What?
Blah! Why don't you want now?
Hey! Hey!
I'm right. You're wondering where Miss Kitty Kitty is, right? You know where she is?
Ooh.
Well, it's hard to say.
Huh?
Wink, 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 wink. You don't know either?
What?
It's because he doesn't know. That's why he's here. To try and prod us for information. Hey, don't you hate it when you ask someone when their favorite movie is, and then they name some indeable bullcrap?
This is very suspicious.
Feel like I'm getting whiplash the way he changes subject like that. Thank goodness. It looks like Monokuma really didn't notice. So I guess our plan went off just fine last night. Which could mean...
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us control you. Could she have been right about that?
Hey! Hey!
So, was I right? You're looking for Miss Kirigari? Any idea where she might have gone? We have no idea.
What the heck?
And if we did know, I would tell you.
What the heck?
We're serious. I see. Well, fine. Whatever. I don't even care anymore. Sayonara, suckers. As soon as he was gone, we all glanced around at each other. So, what was that just now? Does this mean Monokuma doesn't know where she is either? It would seem that way.
You know?
Where the heck could she have gone? Don't you think we all should go look for her? And how would you suspect?
Very suspicious.
Yeah, how can he not know where she is?
Yeah, totally.
So strange. He also must have used that key to sneak into some unknown part of the school. But somewhere even Monokuma wouldn't notice. Where could it be? We spent the rest of the breakfast talking about where Kyoko could have gone. Afterwards, we returned to our rooms. Dating time. Alright, let's go. But there are a few things I want to try first, because I mean, I know this is the first gameplay, weirdly enough, but I do want to try something. But first things first, we need to go to the store, because I'm completely out of stuff. Well, not fully, but there's some stuff I do need to buy. Okay, so I have exactly 100, and I know it takes 20 to get down to 25%. So we'll do this. Got bird seeds? Why did I get bird seeds? Get a freaking bong? What was? Did I get a bong? What was that? Oh no, that was the walking duck thing, wasn't it? I got a ticket. I get a movie ticket. Yes, I got something food related. Ooh, and I got an extra item too. The heck is that? Some type of body armor? Alright, cool. I got another food item. Oh, I got another item. Holy cow. What is that? What was that? I didn't get. What was that? I just saw red and a. What was that? Okay, so because I need items, I'm gonna just do 5 coins at a time because I need items that are like low. I need more proper food items. That's what I need. I need more food items. So the only way for me to do that is to literally just spend 5 coins. Alright. Okay, so we did that. Now, I want to go up to the 4th floor real quick, or 5th floor. Oh, looks like everyone's up here anyways. Alright. Oh no, I have to do the dating thing. Oh, damn it, that's right. Shoot. Well, oops. Okay, well, where's everybody at? Everybody, okay. Okay. Who was I doing stuff with last time? I don't remember. Oh yeah, it was Toko.